Hey guys, I'm back. It's me, and it's Monday. It is November 2nd, and that means that it is Election Day Eve. So, I'm not gonna beg, I'm not gonna badger, but I will say voting is an essential way to bring about change for the improvement of people who look like me. And I would love for people to take advantage of their right to vote. But I will say I also understand those who feel as if they are choosing between the devil and his daddy. I do. I understand. And there are many ways to skin a cat. There are many ways to, bring about change and improvement to Black America. Voting just happens to be one of them. If you choose not to vote, please make it your business to find something else constructive to do for the upliftment of your people, especially if you have a problem with how we are being treated. Okay? I'm going to leave that there. You know why? Because I'm tired. I am tired of talking about voting. I'm tired of talking about these candidates. I'm sick of it. I voted 2 weeks ago. So I'm done. Now I'm going to pull a Miss Seeley. I'm going to sit in my rocking chair and I'm going to look at the walls and see what color the walls going to be. That's what I'm about to do. Okay? Y'all be safe out there because there are fools among us who are itching, ready, and waiting to do foolishness for whatever the results may be after this election. So I always say stay strapped, my friends, and stay safe. So that's all I have for the election. Let me move on to some other stuff because it seems as if we're about to go into another COVID shutdown. Yeah. People seem to have believed that COVID just miraculously disappeared. Folks like the current sitting administration. But whatever. Yeah. COVID is back. Like with a vengeance, kinda. We've not seen the worst of what's coming, but what we have seen is that the numbers are spiking. We kind of knew this already. Flu season is among us, and so COVID is about to be upon us yet again. Take care of yourselves. Mask up. Now I will continue to preach this. I've been preaching this since March. Yeah. Guys, be careful. This is not a joke. COVID is real, like really real. So, in lieu of COVID making its return, I believe that there's going to be some more shutdowns again, and I believe that we're all going to be quarantined again, which is going to lead us to catch up on TV as if we haven't had enough time to do so already. But if you have not, let me just suggest that you pick up the television show Lovecraft Country if you have not already. Very interesting show. I am not a sci-fi girl. However, this show is sci-fi genre. It's the scientific genre. They have like monsters and, really not my thing. However, the writing on this show is outstanding. And it's got sci-fi mixed in with actual factual Black events that have happened. It's a period piece, which means it's set back in the 1950s, I want to say. And so I was intrigued and interested in the show because the lead character, he's coming back from the Korean War, which was very interesting to me. When I found the show, my grandfather had just passed, and my grandfather was a Korean War veteran. So that's what piqued my interest initially. But the show was so good, it kept my interest. It's a little bit much because, like I said, it's fantasy, it's sci-fi, but it has really good content. So I will suggest that if you have not already, check out Lovecraft Country. It's a really good show. Comes on HBO, I believe. Either HBO or Showtime. I want to say it's HBO. Anyway, recapping the weekend. And I haven't been on in a while, so there are 2 weekends worth of boxing that I need to speak on. And I'm going to go from not this past weekend, but the weekend prior, when we saw what some would call, what I would call, an upset in the boxing match that involved Teofimo Lopez and Vasily Lomachenko. I picked Loma to win that fight, and I was sorely mistaken because Teofimo Lopez did what I had no idea he was capable of doing, which was outboxing Loma. I didn't even know he had that in him. Tio has been a knockout artist thus far, and so we really had not seen him with actual boxing skills. But they were on display, and he put on a masterful show, and he unanimously won the fight against Vasily Lomachenko. So that fight was the precursor to what happened on Saturday. And what had happened on Saturday was Gervonta Tank Davis knocked the life, literally, out of Leo Santa Cruz. I have not seen that devastating of a punch in quite some time. Now, there was a knockout a few weeks ago by Jermell Charlo from Houston. He hit Rosario in his solar plexus and knocked him out like that. Now, that's an unusual knockout. Very unusual that you see somebody get hit with a body punch and convulse and not be able to recover. But that's what Mel did to Rosario. And this was a title fight, mind you. This was a unification fight. So that was very impressive and very unusual. You know, a very unusual knockout. But this here knockout that I saw on Saturday, the fight took place in San Antonio, which is, you know, a couple of miles down the road from where I am. I felt the punch all the way here. It was so devastating. I was nervous because Leo laid there for, I know, at least 2 minutes, like out of it, unconscious. It was scary. It was reminiscent of when Pacquiao was put to sleep by Marquez. It was ugly. It was nasty. But if you're a boxing fan, it was spectacular. It was beautiful. It was a textbook uppercut. Anyway, so that has set up what I think would be a huge fight against Teofimo Lopez and Gervonta Tank Davis. Now, I know a lot of y'all don't do boxing like I do boxing, but let me just break this down to you. Teofimo Lopez fights for Top Rank, which is Bob Arum. Gervonta Davis fights for Mayweather Productions, which is Floyd Mayweather. Floyd and Bob Arum do not have a good working relationship at all. But that fight is the fight to be made. Now, a lot of you don't know that boxing is very political. I'll say that. Boxing is a very political sport. So I hope the politics of boxing does not get in the way of these really good fights that could possibly be made. And this is at the 130, 135 division. So these are small guys. But they are really talented, and there's a lot of talent in that division. So hopefully we can see Lopez versus Davis. And keep in mind, there's still one belt out there, although they lied about, you know, Lopez being undisputed. There is still Devin Haney in that division who does hold the title, okay? And then Devin fights this weekend. And the weekend, I believe, after that, another young up and comer in the same division, Ryan Garcia, has a fight as well. So it's a lot going on in the 135 division in boxing. I'm talking boxing because right now I am so depleted with football and my team that I'm not even really interested in the NFL anymore. The Cowboys suck and it's just terrible. So I don't even give that much energy. I love tennis, but there have not been any tennis tournaments going on. So I have been engulfed in boxing here lately. You know, we just had the championship with the NBA. I think they're going to come back around Christmas. So that'll give me something else to, get involved in. But right now, it's all about boxing. And my favorite fighter is coming up in December. So, anyway, that's all I have for today. Guys, if you are going to go out tomorrow to vote, be careful. I will say that. Be careful. And let's see. Yeah. I was going to dive into how they snuck and slithered and eased in that Supreme Court justice right under our noses right before the election. But I just don't even feel like giving energy to them negative bastards. And it's done. So, there's no real use of crying over spilled milk. They gave that totally unqualified female a seat on the highest court in our land. And they have actually been playing chess. And, the rest of us, unfortunately, for the most part, have just taken out the checkerboard. We haven't even been playing checkers. These bastards been playing chess. So, do a little research, find out what I mean when I say that. It's a conspiracy. It's always a conspiracy if you dig deep enough. There's always a trail of crumbs that you can find that make you go, oh, I know they didn't do that. But you can't put anything past these good old United States of America and the politicians that run this place. So, anyway, I will talk to you all later. Definitely on Wednesday. By then, we should have some kind of clear-cut picture of who will hold our highest office in the next 4 years. And so, yeah, I'm not eager to discuss it. Like I said, either way, there's work to be done. So, have a great evening, and I will talk to you all later. Bye.